Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now in this week's video I show you how I approach the subject of trying to be more imaginative and artistic in my photography. Now there's a fine line I think in being artistic and being artistic. I think if you're going out with your camera and creating or taking pictures, doesn't matter what it is, landscapes, street photography, etc. It's all artistic because you're capturing something with your eye and putting it into the picture. But I think to be artistic, the subject doesn't need to be there in front of you. It has to be in your head. So you would pick a subject and then try and visualize how you want that subject to look in the finished picture or print. And to me, that is being artistic because you're creating it in your mind. So in this video I'm going to show you how I approach that subject and how I do it, and hopefully it might help you to approach the subject of being artistic in a slightly different way. So let's move on. I'll show you how I work and try to get that look and feel to the pictures. So I've been looking around the garden to see if I can find some sort of plant that I can create an artistic picture from, and I think I found it. Now I don't know what to call this plant, but it's this one here. Now what I like about this, excuse my doggy barking, is the stems, how they wind their way up to the flower head. And the flower head is like a dark purple, and I think on the paper negative they could go quite dark, which I want. And I just love the shape, and I think I can make a nice composition out of this. So I'll take it down into the dark room come studio. It's a little bit cramped for stuff like this, but I can manage. And take a picture. I'm going to use a paper negative to do that. So fingers crossed we can come up with a nice artistic looking image. Right, I've got the plant here. It's heavy as that, and it's a bit small in my room for doing still lives of something this size, but I'll show you how I set it up, and I'll actually show you me taking a picture. I'll speed up the setting up as it takes a while, but you'll get an idea what you can do in these small spaces. Find a key to get in now. Right, that's the camera set up. Now we'll take a light reading and then take the picture. Right, before I actually do take the picture, I just need to fine tune the composition to what I want. I'll just twist that around there, and that's looking something like, and I think I'm not going to use the whole of the 4x5 area. what I'll do when I edit the picture, I'm going to crop it narrower, and that will somehow complement the stems rising up. So the next thing to do is make sure the lens is open. Try it again. Lens is open, I'm wide open on the aperture f4.5. Put the dark cloth on to have a closer look. I'm going to use my loupe to fine focus. And here now I can, in here I can see clear, adjust the focus exactly as I want it, and get the composition better as well. That's looking just about right, that. Fine focus, using the loupe. That looks great. And this is what I'm seeing in the on the ground glass screen. So that's all set up. If the picture looks a little bit yellow, I've got a yellow filter in front of the lens which takes a stop of light, so I'll have to adjust for that. And it's to help keep the contrast down on the paper negative. So the light that I'm going to be using is, if you can see it, that one, this one here. I'm just going to use that on full power and bounce the light off these curtains at the background, and it'll bounce back and give a nice soft light. So I need to turn these other strip lights off and just use that one light. So it's going to go quite dark, and I might have to adjust the exposure on the camera. Let's see what happens. Just adjust the shutter speed if I can. That's a bit better. So that's as good as I can get it for you. But you can see the flower, the soft light that's hitting it, and I need to put the dark slide in. Close the shutter. Wrong side. Take a light reading. Now I'm working on ISO 3, so it's going to be a longish exposure. Turn the power on. I want to work around about f8, so we'll see what this instant light reading is going to give me. I'd say it's giving me around about 50 seconds, but I have to double that exposure because I'm using a yellow filter. So that's 100 seconds, that's 1 minute 40 seconds. But I know there's a little bit, not a lot, but the bellows are extended beyond the length of the focal length of the lens, which is 135mm. So for this, I'm just going to call it a 2-minute exposure. And I've got to keep very still when I do it because I don't want these flowers to move. Although I've got a sneaking feeling that they might just drop a little bit during the exposure. So I'll have this framing around that long flower coming round, like a longer framing on it, not the 4x5, and the background is going to go out of focus. So I need to set the lens to f8. Shutter's closed. I can cock the shutter, take the dark slide out. Got my timer here, 2 minutes, and start the exposure. So 2 minutes. And as I say, this is a smaller confined area to do something like this, but you can do it, but it's all about trying to get something, a vision into your head onto the image that creates this artistic look. So fingers crossed I get what I'm after. Right, I'll fast forward the video till the end. So that's the exposure. Put the dark slide in. And hopefully, as I say, I've got something that I can create a nice image that's not something that's already there, like a landscape with mountains in it, etc., trees, things that are there that you photograph. I've created this myself from something that I've seen in the garden and put my own vision on it. So let's develop the paper negative. I'm going to develop it in Adox Adenol, which is basically Rodinol, 1 to 100, very weak developer, and that will also slow the development down, and it'll also help to adjust for the contrast in the paper negative. Right, just developed it in Rodinol for 3 minutes. Now I'm going to stop bath and then fix it for a minute, dry it, and then we can have a look at it before I scan it onto the computer. Right, the paper negative's been developed, fixed, dried and washed, and this is it. Now this is made on Ilford Multigrade Deluxe Glossy paper. It gives you the sharpest images on gloss paper. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but I took the picture with my Crown Graphic 4x5 camera, and I used a Zenar 135mm lens, and I think I mentioned it, but I put a yellow filter on to help to control the contrast. Now when I was looking at this on the ground glass screen, I think I mentioned it, but the height of the image doesn't bother me, it's the width. I think it's a little bit too wide, so I'll crop it in when I scan it, and that'll create a longer looking image or print, and that'll complement the winding stems going up to the flower heads. So that's the plan. So I'll show you the actual scanned image, I'll show you the inverted image to black and white, and the finished image, and let you decide if my vision has created anything you could consider to be artistic. So let's get this scanned. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it's inspired you to try and use your imagination to try and create something to be more creative. Use your imagination, visualizing and creating it. It's a very artistic process. So as I say, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, a like. Better still, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell. If you have any questions, leave them below and I'll get back to you. And as I always say, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Go out and be creative.